Okay, I'm back. Just a quick stopping the video so it doesn't get to be a massive thing that takes an hour to upload. All right, so where were we? Okay, so we've already got the legs, the feet kind of working now, just by adding in the movement stuff that we needed to add in to our character, right, by swapping this out. But we're still getting errors with the in some of the nodes, right? So let's go back in and let's look and see what those errors are, and let's solve those errors right from the beginning. So if I hit play and do a little bit of movement stuff, right? I can jump still, I can do all that stuff. Okay, I hit escape, I'm going to get all these errors. Okay, so what does this mean? So all of these things are happening in the AC movement component, right? So you can see the AC movement component, we're getting a bunch of errors. So what are these errors? Okay, so let's go here to get right vector. Okay, so you can see we're getting all these errors because we need this, this camera component is being asked for, but we're not feeding it the camera component, right? We haven't added that to our character. So that's what I was saying before. There's some dependencies on the camera within our movement component that we need. So let's go ahead and just, for the first step, let's just go ahead and add the camera component right here. Just add camera. All right. So let's compile that. Okay. And let's try again. Moving, escape. Okay, see, we don't get any errors now. So all we needed to do was add the camera component, and those errors went away because the AC movement component is looking for the camera component. Now, there are certain things about this movement thing that I think we should change, and we will, to get it to work well with the procedural stuff, but at least we're error-free right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. And let's go ahead and go back to the NMBP and let's start kind of working out some of these other things I know need to happen. All right, so let me show you a little bit about why let's see if I can show you why I want to move this. Okay, so let's go back to, let's go back here and let's do this, right? So there's some stuff that's happening here, which was where we're doing this weird lean thing, right? Which is not part of the procedurals. And when we start to move around and we start to have interactions with objects, we're getting a lot of jerking right now, and it has to do with when we do the turn in place. We're getting we're getting some pausing, and it's hard to see a little bit here, but we're getting some pausing and some jerking around when we're doing orientation and we start to do the turn in place, because the turn in place stuff is now, the orientation warping stuff is affecting the whole body because it's not being separated from the lower body, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take care of those two things first. So let's get out of here, let's go back into here, and let's take this orientation warping, right, and let's just take it out of here. And then duplicate it again because I like to leave a trail of what I've done. And let's move it over here, and let's move it just after the root bone rotate turn in place stuff, and that will solve some of this jerking problem stuff. Okay, so go here and let's snap it in right here, and you'll get the component to local, local to component nodes created for you automatically. Okay. So let's snap that in. All right. And you'll see that we're going to get a little bit more oh, what did I forget to do? I forgot to connect everything back up here. So let's connect that back to there and just run it straight through, compile, and we should be good to go. All right. Okay, so now things are smoother, right? So we don't have as many hiccups in the upper body because we're really isolating now the lower body from the upper body. We don't get these weird little jumps and stuff when our legs start to pivot.